I know it's weird when I do this, but I haven't done recording in this class. So anyway, so yeah, first most obvious thing is that this is way longer than 30 seconds. Um, I kind of want to have, I can't remember who wrote what, but yeah. I'm trying to think. Andrew, did you write this one? Okay. So, uh, would you mind reading it?
You want me to read it?
Yeah. And class, every script that you write, you should have practiced reading. You should practice reading out loud before you send it. So one is what was done, and the other was what. All right. And I'm a time you.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said Friday on September 24th they recommend the third dose of the Pfizer vaccine for people who live or work in high-risk settings. In addition to those 65 and older or with weakening immune systems, those are a few clinics that will be offering booster shots to those who would like the shot. The health department said that people who had the Pfizer BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine and meet certain criteria may get a booster shot 6 months after the second dose. Do I gotta read the locations too?
Yeah.
Okay. Locations that offer the booster shot October 1st, Doctor's Orders Pharmacy, 2302 West 28th Avenue, Tom Burns at 8:30 a.m. October 19th, Doctor's Orders Pharmacy, 2302 West 28th Avenue, Tom Burns at 8 a.m. 4 p.m. People who have Pfizer BioNTech COVID-19 booster shots and those who have not been fully vaccinated can get them at these community clinics, October 29th, Congress Convention Center, 1 Convention Center Drive, Congress, 9 a.m. Attendees will receive lunch and a possibility of winning a $500 raffle. Flu vaccinations will be available in the clinic hours, and some will treat at-risk people who have tested positive for COVID-19 and have mild or moderate symptoms no longer than 10 days before the clinic is going to the hospital.
All right. 1 minute 20 seconds. That's long. And you know that's long. Like you feel it, right?
In my defense, when I had wrote it, I misunderstood how this was going to be. Because when you said full screen, I didn't know she had to read the addresses. I thought she was going to put them up there so people could see it.
Well,
And all this looked a lot of court. So.
all right. So the ways that we can, and to how about if sometimes if you want the person to just say, the full screen, you can just say, hey, stuff is you can see this on the screen, and then in your and you'll get better at this in your full screen request. You could actually just you can email it to me, full screen request, and write out the information that you want to see on the screen. I'm sorry, I can't see. But yeah, I mean, the words that we write, somebody has to read them, and it can be difficult. So take that into consideration. So yeah, and also I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna be real quick about things. The format. I'm sure you got 2 different copies of the thing. So let me just say a few things on format, and pretty much everybody made these same issues. We don't use commas. We use ellipses. I just said on Friday, September 24th, first Friday for living. Yeah, in high risk settings, and also whenever you have the end of a sentence or the end of let me even be more clear. The end of a thought. Okay, once you have the end of a thought, then you press put a period on it, make it another line. So every one of these, every time you have a period, go down to the next line. It makes it easier to read on the teleprompter, because on the teleprompter, if you got a period and then you got a space and you got another word, it's if that period is not seen, then whoever's reading it can just like run on and not take the appropriate breath that they need in order to read that script correctly. So if you move to the next line, it kind of like forces them to at least pause for a second to go to the next line. So yeah, always after every period, press enter, go to the next line. With this, the Pfizer BioNTech, nobody says, BioNTech. And this isn't getting on you. This is I check any of my writing classes. I'm this critical. Yeah, people just say the Pfizer vaccine, the Johnson & Johnson, or the Moderna. So yeah, you ain't got to use the whole title. So because think conversational. So ain't nobody say I got the Pfizer BioNTech. Full screen, yes, good call for the full screen. I like you did your brackets, and and I would say for the way it's the technical commands are in news, it's insert, full screen, and take for video. So it's just people who pop up. It just the commands end up like that. Yes.
I was just asking, these are ours to write on.
Oh yeah. As far as the cities, yeah, like one thing that we got to think, with visuals help us not to talk so much. Because that means we can just say, hey, like with this, the doctor's orders pharmacy 23 on, we can say doctor's orders pharmacy on 28. And we ain't even got to put the address because guess what? We got the address on the screen and, and we can say Pine Bluff or not say Pine Bluff, but most of this stuff is like local anyway. So it's primarily Pine Bluff, Arkansas. So instead of saying, on October 1st at doctor's pharmacy, whatever it says, you can say October 1st at doctor's pharmacy on 28th, and then just go on to the next one. So, because like I said, graphics help us, spare us some words. If I were gonna cut something, I would cut this, but which is good. You know why? This is good. It's because this was the least important piece of information. And you've heard of inverted pyramid writing style?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you did that correctly. Because, this other stuff, that's important, but the least important thing was at the bottom, which is exactly where it should be. So that was excellent. So, and this right here would have saved you about, I don't know, at least 15 seconds. Just getting rid of that. So, yeah. Also, like pictures, I always think about like, I'm not expecting you guys to make graphics, but like, if you want an OTS and you didn't call for it, but like, we gotta have something graphically to go with all of our stories. That's everybody, whether it's, a lower third that pops up with an address or, for more information, or an OTS, we can do OTSs on every story. Or if it's a full screen, we can have full screen and pictures in the same story. So always think of that. Now, if you do want a picture, and don't think like, okay, well, I ain't nice for a picture, because email me the picture, okay? And JPEG, so far from what I can tell, JPEG works. If we need it on this screen, JPEG works. If we need it on the OTS graphic, JPEG works. So let's just stick with JPEG for now, because yeah, JPEG.
Mm-hmm.
It's a picture format.
Okay.
So like sometimes it's like bitmap or PNG or SCIF or whatever. Yeah, just JPEG. Let's keep it that. Moving on. So with the Kevin Crumpton Jr. and I'm trying to be done with all these in like less than 10 minutes. First thing is that here people know who Kevin Crumpton Jr. is, but like say around the city of Pine Bluff, he's less known. But if you say Mr. UAPB, everybody has like an idea, that kind of rings out more. So the first thing I would say is that Mr. UAPB is holding a raffle, blah, blah, blah. Because if you saw the script, I used him as UAPB, then I said, Kevin Crumpton, the seventh year APB, Mr. APB. So I put that in. I think the next line, if you're looking at this one.
You said you did.
So yeah, when you how can I put it? You want to kind of like what say when you make a lower third, you want to have how that person relates to the story. If they're an eyewitness or if they're the person who designed the program or whatever it is. So this is why when I interview people, I always ask them, to state their name and their title, and even if I know what their title is, they may wear a different hat in this particular situation that's more applicable to whatever the story is. So the reason why I say that, so that way people are like, okay, why would I care about what this person says? So going back to this, it's like, okay, Kevin Crumpton Jr.'s whole thing. All right, who's Kevin Crumpton? Oh, he's Mr. UAPB. People know him. People voted for him. People support him. He represents the university. So basically, we kind of locking their attention in from that perspective more immediately. So we don't want to have them to hear a sentence and then realize, oh, so this is why I should care. So we basically get a hold of them sooner. Let's see. It's hosting a raffle, drawing a raffle. A raffle and a drawing. That's how. Okay.
I think I should just put it at drawing.
Yeah, I think you could. I can't remember. And
you said the drawing is open to students.
It's holding a raffle. Okay. And also sometimes you want to one of the things in that story is I think one time I addressed him as Mr. UAPB. One time I say Miss Kevin Crumpton, the seventh whatever UAPB. Another time I address him as Crumpton. Sometimes if you're referencing someone, you just don't want to say Crumpton did this, Crumpton did that, Crumpton did that, or Mr. UAPB, So you can. There was about 3 different ways I could refer to them. So that way I'm not just saying it the same way over and over. Also, how I refer to them can also add additional information. Like if I could say like the Louisiana native wants to fight this because it's a thing that's near and dear to his heart. Okay, in that instance, Louisiana native doesn't really, but there could be something else. Maybe he could, I don't know, I'm gonna make up a word. The syphilitis survivor or some kind of childhood whatever. So it's like, oh, he survived the syphilitis and now he's helping other kids, with childhood diseases. I don't know, I could like the jaundice survivor. I don't know, I can't think of really nothing. But you kind of get it. We don't need to say the year. So yeah, because most, unless something is happening like next year, like Marvel Black Panther 2 or something, then don't worry about that. I'm gonna talk about your writing right here for the $5. You just something like, and you'll see it in the script because I'm sure I didn't let that just go by without getting treated. And just little stuff like this. Like this is just formatting, but it helps your anchor read it better.
Also, I see where I have Kevin Crumpton Jr. He got it spelled out, but that was the thing that I was thinking about yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
His Instagram is not Junior spelled out. That's why I put that Junior like that.
Gotcha. And yeah, if I had popped up I don't think I popped up a graphic for that, but yeah, I would have had it exactly how you said it because of that. It's almost like saying www.such-and-such-something.com. You got to put it that way. All right, I'll move on. Shasha's not here. Yeah. Okay. Sometimes question leads can be good. But like, there's people who are gonna watch this who have no intention of going to college, who got their career or whatever. So if it's a question like, how would you like for your job to pay you double what you're making now? That everybody that relates to a lot more people, or I don't know, how would you like to, make sure that the people you care about are protected from COVID? Well, here's, or I don't know, but something that's, a little bit more widespread, because one is assumes that people are, in college, and, that's not, our audience is bigger than that. I think our audience is, think Pine Bluff, even though we're on the internet, but think Pine Bluff. Or Pine Bluff, and like maybe little cities that are near Pine Bluff. So, yeah, she listed a couple of things, but ellipses. Also, let me the way that you reference a SOT, you do take SOT, and the spacing is going to be a little bit off, and then you have TRT for total runtime, and it was 10 secs or 10 seconds. And out Q, I don't know, 60 this year or whatever.
What's SOT mean?
Sound on tape.
Sound on, oh, okay. So, would it be someone on the screen or something, and then as you talking to them?
All right, so it's basically you've interviewed somebody and you just play a little excerpt of their interview.
Okay.
So that's what that was about.
Okay.
In order to attend, register at handshake.com and sign up for a group session. Attend. Yeah, and just be careful about that. I threw in, I think, sign up for a 10-minute one-on-one session or a 30, and I split this into 2 sentences. I said you can sign up for a 10-minute one-on-one session or a 30-minute group session, just because I feel like that was significant. I was there for the interview. So like with this, say, one thing that if this story was longer, something that was a unique selling point, like say you talk with KATV or whatever, if you're at a booth and you're in a real career fair, it's loud, you got other people standing near you, and you're not gonna get 10 minutes of undivided, attention in a quiet environment with this person. So with this, you do get that. So that's why, I couldn't say all that, but 10 minutes one-on-one is a lot. It's valuable, and it's a unique advantage of the virtual thing. But this is a VOSOD, and Shasta picked the sound bite. So if Shasta was here, there's something that I need you guys to know for next time that you're shooting with these cameras. And let's get this out of here. So there's ways. Yeah. Well, we'll see how quick this pops up. All right. So let's just say I don't know how the sound is for this guy.
What motivated you to keep up?
All right, you probably can't see it, but like the sound on the left is a little bit better. So what I would do is you can have fill left with right. So what that means is fill the left channel with the right channel's audio. So you can do that on Adobe, or they have a thing called dual mono, where basically you have both channels being the same, and you decide which one you want to mute. The reason why I'm saying that is because something that you will learn is that if you're shooting an interview, the way I kind of set it up for you guys to be safe is I'll have one channel be for the internal mic and one channel actually be for the microphone. So that way if something goes wrong, you at least got audio from one of those sources. So like say you hook up the microphone wrong or something, whatever. So the best audio that was in the that she had wasn't used. So that was it. The built-in mic. So that's something that I didn't think about talking about it with when she was doing that. All right, I'm gonna move on now. And for this one, something you gotta remember, DeAndre, you wrote this one, right? Okay. So even when you wrote it, say last week, because we did it last Thursday and we did it today. So you said, oh, is this the one starting this Friday? You know what? I don't think. Hold on. Okay, the way I changed this, and you should look at take your sheets out because this even last week the jazz thing would have expired by the time the story would have aired. So what I changed it to was I changed that from like they've got this coming up to they've got a busy October, or they're in the process of having a busy October. I forgot exactly how I said it, but where is it? Where's my patient? Oh yeah, like they're in the process of it. Pine Bluff Arts and Science Center is having a pretty busy October. On the first Friday of the month, UAPB Jazz Ensemble, and I didn't know if I was thinking about on the first Friday of the month, the UAPB Jazz Ensemble. I could say plays funky tones from 5 to 7. So that way I'm a little bit safe because it already happened, but it's going to happen again. So it kind of gives it a little bit more longevity to it. So, yeah. And I this was kind of short, but I kind of made up for it because I went to the website and I got the information of what exactly things are going to be occurring. So even though you didn't have the words on, it was like a Minecraft lamp working thing for teenagers. You didn't say that, but the screen said it, so you covered either way. All right, I'm gonna move on to and I know this wasn't the first one you sent, but I'd say the biggest critique I have for you is don't send me another version of the script like an hour before the newscast and think that it's gonna get because I'm already dealing with it and processing it and picking cameras and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so yeah, so yeah, so on scripts the night before, if not maybe early in the morning, but nah, around noon unless it's a day of story. Don't try that. I didn't really mess with this because I didn't. I don't think I saw it because I don't think you sent it that morning, right?
So this one I had sent you the night before.
Okay.
It was like while I was searching for digging up ESPN clips, then I had read it again just to make sure it lined up. And then I looked at my volleyball story, and then I was like, maybe I should put some more. Maybe I should put some stats in that volleyball story just to make it,
Yeah.
more broad.
So sorry. I don't really have much to say because I didn't really do much to this one. I don't even know if I even touched it. Yeah, I think maybe I just like made the periods go down to the next line. That was about it. So I can't really say much about it. But yeah. Let's see. Now, I wish Shasta was here because I need to talk to her about some of her so she can see some of her things. But I'm gonna say this to anybody who wants to read on camera. You gotta maintain your composure when you mess up. And I'm gonna say this to Shasta when I see her. When she messes up or when something doesn't go right, it shows on her face. Yeah, a lot of when I was editing it, I had to cut things a little bit shorter because she does this little head turn thing, and also, yeah, I'm trying to think of some other things. Yeah, it was just like, yeah, I would say recovering from mistakes. Yeah, you got to work on that. What else was it? I mean, I think, practice. So what we're going to do today is just practice her reading, and also I wanted you to scroll teleprompter for me so I can see what you're doing, because I don't know, I want to see how good you
Oh,
are.
yeah, okay.
And even if it's just me, I still want to see that. I was gonna show you how many of you watched either newscast. Okay, how many of you watched the newscast that we did 2 days ago?
You put it up already? I know you put it up. So
Yeah, I didn't receive it.
So you talking about the first one or the other?
I watched it first.
Both of them are
I seen the
online.
first one.
I've seen some of the first
Yeah.
one,
Yeah, I seen the first one.
but the recent one, I
Yeah,
ain't
I
got
haven't
no
seen the
clue.
recent one.
Is it on the same, under the
No,
same-
it's on the UAPB YouTube page
Oh.
Oh.
with our no, no. Put your phones away now.
I'm still gonna look.
So, but you need to be looking at your stuff so you can see yourself and be critical, because, yeah,
See how we can get it better.
exactly. And also, I'm cutting around some stuff, but I guess I'll just show you. I'll show you later, because I want to do some training on the TriCaster for some of y'all. Maybe I'll just do a master cut of you guys doing weird things, or but it would be short. So what I want to do now, I was going to show you the raw clips, but I may just edit them together and hope that you guys see it when I post it. Yeah, I got a chip on my shoulder about that. Y'all need to be watching your stuff, because
I didn't know it posted.
Yeah,
yeah.
I know.
I didn't watch
All right.
it. Alright.
Yeah, I'm talking about your energy.
We have, I mean, yeah, this is a class and all, but we try to do, this is real news, and also it has to be timely. So the virtual whatever was yesterday, so we got to get that story out, at least around the time, that it goes out.
Yeah.
So what's the point of doing news and we put it out next week and everything that we talked about is over? So, no, 1 or 2 days is about, the turnover for this. So, yeah, watch so you can actually see and Anyway, so 2 things I want to do. I want teleprompter scrolling, and I want graphics. Who? I know DeAndre, you're interested. Kalan, you're interested in knowing how to make graphics. You're interested in editing, and what are you interested in? And it may anything. Okay. Deandra, I saw that you emailed me some story ideas. I didn't get a chance to look at it. Could you talk about what you emailed, and if anybody else has some story ideas, could you at least, say a little bit about it while I get this set up? Excuse me.
What was too? It was the first one was about I think it was like at the Combo Community Center. They was trying to get people together to come up with ways to prevent gun violence. I don't know when it is, but yeah, I seen that. And then the one I sent you, they was having they starting to have events at the library, like crafting and crafting and some like events for kids and adults.
Listen.
I've been trying to look up the good foods.
No, that's fine. I appreciate it. Anybody else have anything?
High school day.
All right.
That's all I got.
What's high school day?
When the kids come to the campus and they supposed to do a tour and supposed to have signs and welcome the students, they do their class and look the buildings on it.
Okay. I know it is. I was just wanting you to pitch it a little bit.
I understand.
So yeah, that's good. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know the date. I know it's like in October, but
I think I got
But at some point, I want us to, and it may have to be over the course of 2 Thursdays to shoot stuff together, as a class on campus. And if not half, shoot half of you one day and half of you the other. So I already know with Shasta to shoot a story, or at least to shoot her sound bite. So
I got a
anyway.
question. This like
You come over here. You come over here too. All right. So let me. Even though I'm not gonna expect you guys to be turning this on, this is the power button. Be very careful with this piece of equipment because it's everything. Okay. So, and this is the stuff that I really want you to know, but just pay attention. You just go to remind me later for this. So now, for making graphics. Now you saw me pull up graphics before, yes? All right. So, but if you need to make custom graphics, or at least get some. Well, we use UAPB News 2. That's what we've been using. I know there's news now, but you click on graphics and UAPB News 2. So, and this is pretty much if you can make graphics on this, you can pretty much make graphics on all most news graphic making software. So, TriCaster is respected everywhere. So I made this one and then I imported it. So what you can do in this particular thing, you don't always have to do this to make it custom. Sorry, I'm shifting over to this right now. Let's see. Isaac, I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
And this ain't, yeah. How was the prompting for you on Tuesday?
So what?
The teleprompting, was it good?
Yeah, I think it was good. We had at the beginning, it was kind of. I think it's on me, my site. I wear contacts or glasses, and those lights be blurry, so it be kind of like I have to really focus without me doing this.
I was just wondering because, all right, so I'm getting to this. This is they have some I've created some of these and some of these are just like presets from the thing. Like you see, they're all written and stuff. But I'm guessing this is something like what you would probably want. Am I right?
Something like that, yeah.
All right. So and see, there's only like maybe 2 that look like this. All right. So here's what you can do. If you're worried about this, you can clone it. And it pops, you see, it's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
So I say do that while you're experimenting. No, you had me into computer editing too long ago, so I haven't talked to this. So this is the select tool, this is the text tool, all right? So the select tool, you can pick, your words, they already have text boxes. And if you don't need, something, just delete it. But try to anticipate what you will need. So say next week, you don't have to go in here and make it from scratch because certain things are going to stay here. Like you can just change the once I import it to the switching program. This is not the switching program. This is the text program. Once I import it into the switching program, then all you got to do is just change the letters and words and stuff like this. Let me see. I can copy this little thing right here. Basically means I can insert an image, into a different thing. I don't know the coding or whatever for that, but say if I wanted to have a picture of one team and logo and a picture of another team's logo, then I can do something like that. Make it however you want. I'm just showing you like a general gist of it. If you don't like where this is located, drag it over, whatever. Okay, so you got that?
Yeah,
Okay.
This software is only just for this tower, correct?
Yes. So you got to do it here. You can't just you can't have it at home.
So like with these, like how you already got like black and gold, like they come like that, or did you have to set them?
I think it came in a different thing. I think it was like green or something, but I tweaked it because they do have other stuff, but it's like, yeah, you gotta go. I don't know why it's not showing up like it should, but there's a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, this is the one I.
That's why I was so confused.
So you see, you get kind of like a little gist of them right here, right? You see that? So I think I custom, but I did this like the basic thing like I don't know how many years ago it was. All right, where was I? So let's just say you did everything that you, and you don't have to have the picture in it right now, okay? Matter of fact, I suggest you don't just leave it like insert image, so that way you can, when you do bring it over, you can like shake it and change it and all that other stuff. And I can't leave this looking that messy. Let me
And you can clone this too, like.
Yeah.
You know,
And
the same quick control keys work, like the control Z.
yeah. All right, so let's say you got this how you want it, right? And what I want to do is I want to export this to my my switching program. So you want to go File, and you want to go Send. Do not do Send All Pages because it'll send all this, and it's very bad. It's like Reply All to an email. Like you don't want to do that. So you get a campus bulletin, you press Reply All. Anyway, so you want to say Send Current Page to Live. Y'all got this?
Yeah.
All right, send current page to live. Now, here's the thing. Do not send it as a PNG, okay? What that does is it sends it as a picture file that you can't edit, okay? You want the CG XML, all right? So, CG XML, and I can't remember. I think, well, I usually go to UAPB News too, even though there's like a million things on UAPB News too. But I'm gonna just say sports. I'm gonna just say sports test. Okay. If we don't find it, it's because I made a sports test because I know UAPB News 2 works. So I'm gonna press save, and then you're gonna think, okay, it might be good, but when you get ready to get out of here, then that's like when you really save. So press exit, and then you press save. Okay. So if you do discard, I think you kind of like undid your stuff. So press save.
Could you go back to how you sent the thing?
Oh, okay. YouTube, graphics, and then YouTube. And you most of the time you're not going to need to do this. Basically, once you make a template, you kind of know how you make stuff. So you know that you normally want to do on a whatever screen you want to call this. You might only do 14, or you may I'm mainly only going to do 3. Then you can do it that way. All right. So let's just say I was going to save it again. So I do send current page to live, and CG XML is the title page or CG XML. That's the format that you want. And then you press save, and then you go to exit. And when you go to exit, you press save. All right. So now we go to live. This is our switcher program. So you want to go to start live production because I got a feeling you want to do this. Okay. So and you don't have to as far as the setup stuff. I mean, if you just know how to push the buttons once it's open, I'm good with that, at least for now. So start live production. And first thing I'm going to show you is where the graphics went. So one side, once I get there, I'm probably going to move over to teleprompting and newscast editing. All right, so this side is for your graphics. I'm sure you kind of know this right now, and I put it in GFX1, okay? Now, DVR2 is where our video goes, okay? That's where I put the, the plays and whatnot. So let's just say I want to add a video or I want to add some graphics. I press this plus sign right here, okay? Let's just get away. So this means I want to add some graphics to my list right here. So titles and UAPB News 2. Oh wait, look at that, sports test. Look at that, it was right there. That's nice. I usually don't find them that easy. So that's good. So So, sports test, I press OK, and now it's down here, and I can just, slide this. This is more for the director, so this is probably more you now. But this is what I would want you to do. During your whatever time, you come in here, you make your stuff, and then, you can leave it at the bottom. That's fine, so I I got an idea. Actually, I kind of prefer you leave it at the bottom since I don't have, since you don't know. So to add it, I press plus, and then it's under titles, or not. It's under stills. Anyway, but I guess maybe that's just like still pictures or something. But under titles, you can use 2, and then I scroll and there's other stuff here. So, and I pick it and I press OK. All right. So then once it's here, I press the little sprocket thingy, and then I can type in. Yeah, why is mine? Okay, picture thing is working. My text thing is working. Alright, well, I'll get to the bottom of it. But anyway, it's something like that. So it would be, I don't know, like, you see how the little, it kind of like highlights it, then I click it, and then I can like, type in things like that. So that's basically how you do that. And I went wrong somewhere, but that's basically okay. Title works. All right. Anyway, but that's how you do that. This is for you. I mean, you probably already know this. To take graphics, you kind of have to know this is route to graphics 1. That shouldn't be messed. As long as nobody messes with it, you're good. So take just pops it up and then makes it go to the next one, and that works. Okay. Now if you press auto, like say if it's the beginning of the show and you got like the double name super, you can press auto and it keeps it up for I don't know how long, and then it'll automatically take it down after a predetermined amount of time. I don't know, 5 seconds or no.
Is this just a picture?
Actually no, auto it does the fade, okay, and take does the take. But there was a thing where I can set it up to make stuff come up in different ways and all that. So get into this. Usually what you want to do, this is, the green means you're on standby, red means that that's what's actually hot, okay? And DDR, you press DDR for when you want the tape to, when you're trying to roll video, okay?
Okay.
Like if it's a sports highlight.
So
And,
you said which one? DDR?
yeah, DDR2.
That's what you trying to.
When I'm trying to that's what I'm trying to press the video. All right, so I'm gonna stop there for now. So Kalon, next week, next Monday, you think you can have your stuff made? Or at least have it ready by say Tuesday morning. Because I won't be making graphics for you.
Yeah, definitely.
And if you have a problem, let me know, okay?
Yeah, I definitely do it Monday. We don't have but we don't have any games. Well, that's one thing I know on Mondays. And on Monday and Tuesday, I have 2 meetings and I have no time for it. I can go there at different times of the year, for sure.
Are we filming Monday?
No, Tuesday.
Tuesday.
So, yeah, these stories.
Yeah, I saw one thing I didn't like. I was just watching it. You said facial expressions, my eyebrows, when something don't go wrong. I'm the same way. My face will tell it. So like if I'm trying to focus, I look like this or I look like this. And then like when I was standing right here at the end, I kind of looked off instead of focusing.
See?
In my appearance, yeah. I didn't have no haircut. That's the only thing. I could have cut my own hair, but I didn't have time.
You look.
You'll get better. I'm trying to decide. Either I'm going to go over editing or teleprompting. You know what? Let's do teleprompting. No. How much time?
Oh, no, I
What?
got plenty of time.
Okay. I want Andrea, Deandra. I want y'all to teleprompt, and I want to see what you got. What you got. And I'll read. I can read.
I'm saying you read fast.
I'm gonna read how I read, and you gonna adjust.
All right.
So,
We have to still pitch story on these two.
Absolutely.
You want to do that today?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, email, yeah.
Before 10 o'clock or before then?
ASAP, because we gotta get this,
Please.
ready for next Tuesday, yes. Oh, no, I meant to say I'll do one at a time.
Oh,
So, yeah.
Okay.
Recap. This week's recap of sports. Well, for next week.
So I can share the UFP news now. It's my first one. I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna send it to her. She probably gonna send it to everybody.
I did not like the audio, we still had an audio issue, but
Yeah,
it was
I
better.
saw that with Shasta and Kelowna. I saw that.
Yeah,
I think it's just because he didn't have a mic.
loud, and it was bad the whole way. I'm saying my professional opinion, the audio was bad the whole way.
See, that.
All right.
But that's what I'm saying, it switched direction if you do that.
All right. I just wanted to get to the.
So for next
Okay.
week,
All right.
for next week,
We got something.
for next week, both soccer teams they're traveling to Houston tomorrow to take on Prairie View A&M and then Texas Southern on their soccer campaign.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes to the sports things, I'm probably gonna let you do what you do. But something that I am gonna say that you need to get good at.
Yeah.
You should do sports packages. Not just this is the game, but this is, I don't know, like tell somebody's story.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like what's real sports Brian Gumble type stuff. But like like maybe like the baseball team went and like read books at this school. It's sports like related type stories, or make people care about the backstory of a player or a team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
You need to do those too, okay?
Okay.
Alright. Always got it. Does it look good to you? Yeah, that's how you know that's how you know it's wrong. Alright,
So it's fine to me.
alright. So let me see. Let me see if you can adapt. Alright, let's go. Hello, thanks for watching UAPP News. I'm Shasta Gully and I'm Isaac Singleton. Topping our newscast, UAPP is hosting a virtual career fair for students and alumni. The career fair is Wednesday, October 6th from 2 to 5. Some of the companies planning to attend you gotta slow down for me. You saw I was at the top of the screen.
Yeah, like it's okay.
Alright, so that's when you hit the space bar. And also there's some light coming through the little shadow thing, which is kind of blinding me.
You talking about
See, that's why I was confused on like.
No, it was through this little thing right here. It's messing me up.
So I got a question. Like when they, still trying to catch up, should I slow it down and
Yes.
just stop it?
I say just stop it because you don't really have good control of this. Cause you know what? I got a regular mouse that has like a scroll wheel. And the scroll wheel, because this is our first year using what is that from? This is our first year using Macs for our self-functioning computers. And Mac mouses suck. So
Yeah.
alright, here, let me I think this will solve a lot of where's my bag? Oh, okay, I see it. This is I think this will solve a lot of problems. And I keep this with me.
Took my hand right there.
And if you like it,
It's not
I can either
right
use mine or we can use it. I can bring another mouse from somewhere else in the station or something. Alright. Watch this, Wait, okay. Oh, it don't work, but this one don't cooperate.
See, it's done on every game.
This program don't work with the roll ball. Okay, it goes a little fast. Let's see. It goes slow. This ain't slowing it down fast enough. What if oh, that ain't fast enough.
The drive is open to students only. They would be
Yeah. It
It
slows it down, but it's not fast. It's not responsive enough. I don't like that. I'm sorry.
Oh, that was bad.
That's this program. I'll see if there's some adjustments so they can be more sensitive to stuff. All right, but yeah, I guess you back to space bar and it.
Okay,
No,
just stop it.
Yeah, I would say, just as long as it's not too slow. You can, because if it's too slow, ain't nothing I can do about it. But if it's too fast, you can hit the space bar and wait for me to catch up. All right. Oh, I don't care where we start. We can go for anywhere. All right. Topic on newscast. USPB is hosting a virtual career fair for students and alumni. The career fair is Wednesday, October 6th from 2 to 5. I'm going to put some emphasis on it to throw you up. Some of the companies planning to attend are Vizio, KATV, you lost me,
I'm sorry.
Hershey Company, and Kohl's. In order to attend, register at handshake.com. You can sign up for a 10-minute one-on-one session or a 30-minute group session. For more information, contact the Office of Career Services at 870-575-8461 or visit them on campus at Caldwell Hall. Mr. UAPB is hosting a raffle to fight cancer. The 7th Mr. UAPB, Kevin Crumpton Jr. is hosting the event to raise money for students at St. Jude's Research Hospital. The hospital treats children, kids with cancer, and other childhood diseases. All right, see, that was a little, all right. The drawing is open for students only. It will be held October 10th, 2021. To enter, it costs $5 per raffle. For more information, visit Crumpton's Instagram page at Kevin Crumpton Jr. or on Facebook, Kevin L. Crumpton, for more information. It's a little slow. Like, could you speed it up? You know what I'm talking about? Like all right, yeah, that's right. So, people who work in high-risk settings and for people with weakened immune systems, the health department says people who had the Pfizer vaccine and meet certain criteria may get a booster shot 6 months after their second dose. Here's where you can get your booster shot. People who want the Pfizer booster shot or second shot can go to the clinic October 29th at the Pine Bluff Convention Center. Attendees will receive lunch. You should have pressed the space bar once I got past halfway. Receive lunch and the possibility of winning a $500 raffle. The Pine Bluff Arts and Science Center is having a pretty busy October. On the first day of the month, the UAPB Jazz Ensemble will play funky tones from 5 to 7. Other activities include Family Fun Day, lamp work, you lost me, and more. For more information and ticket prices, go to asc.org. Hello, sports fans. Welcome to this week's Crunch Time. I'm Kalon Hooks. The Golden Lions and some ups and downs this week traveled to Prairie View, Texas. All right. But I say in that instance, it was a little slow.
Okay. Actually, I'm trying to read backwards too, so it's like, yeah, okay.
I get it. All right. Let's see, Andrea. Let's.
Just like Dolphin Martinez said.
Nah, let's go to the top. I don't want to read Ron stuff.
When you was doing all that little fast reading, was you like playing or was you really reading that thing?
No, I was just playing because I was trying to make it harder. Yeah, exactly. I was trying to throw you off.
Yeah.
I was looking at mine. Definitely need more energy.
Yeah.
Because like the sports, like even though like I watch a lot of national, or work for national sports, what I'm saying, but you looking at local sports casts, like they're just not like typical. This they be in there like, so this week,
The thing is, if you're a little bit nervous, you think that you're doing it, but it doesn't really break through that crust shell of yourself. So advantage, not advantage. Advice I got when I was in school is like be yourself plus 10%.
Yeah.
Because you think you're being extra, but that's about yeah. All right. Master script 10:05:21. Hello, thanks for watching UAPB News. Now I'm Shasta Gully, and I'm Isaac Singleton. Topping our newscast, UAPB is hosting a virtual career fair for students and alumni of career philosophy. All right.
I was trying to slow it down because I couldn't.
Oh, you gotta hit the space bar. Yeah, because
I don't like this computer. I like mine. You said hit the space bar?
yeah, space bar will
To
stop it.
stop it?
Yeah, and then like once I get caught up, then hit the space bar again. So you was just like clicking and holding and just like sliding it back and forth.
No, I was on the side like trying to make it go over. I mean, like make it go slow.
Oh, so that's how you do it. Okay, well,
How else was I supposed to do it?
space bar.
Oh, no.
But no, you got the slow down skills. I didn't know about that. Okay. All right. Well, let's see what you can do with the space bar. All right, I'm gonna 5, 4, 3, 2. Hershey Company and Kohl's in order to attend register at handshake.com. Please hit the space bar. Please hit the space bar. Minute group session. For more information, contact the Office of Career Services 870-575-8461 or visit them on campus of Caldwell Hall. Mr. UAPB is hosting a raffle to fight cancer. The 7th, Mr. UAPB Kevin Crumpton Jr. is hosting the event to raise money for St. Jude's Research Hospital. This hospital treats kids with cancer and other childhood diseases. The drawing is open for students only. It will be held October 10th, 2021. To enter, it costs $5 per raffle. For more information, visit Crumpton's Instagram page at Kevin Crumpton Jr. or on Facebook, Kevin L. Crumpton for more information. All right. Some local COVID vaccine booster clinics are coming up. Last month, the CDC recommended, this pace is too good, dose of the Pfizer vaccine for certain people. It recommends the 3rd shot for people 65 and older. Lost my spot. For people with weakened immune systems, the health department says people who had the Pfizer vaccine and meet certain criteria may get a booster shot. Thank you. After their 2nd dose. Here's where you can get your booster shot. People who want the Pfizer booster shot just their 1st, 2nd can go to the clinic October 29th at the Pine Bluff Convention Center. Attendees will receive lunch and possibly winning a $500 raffle. The Pine Bluff Arts and Science Center is having a pretty busy October. On the 1st day of the month, you did good. I'm sorry. All right. So yeah, when I was messing up, you paused. So that's the most important thing. Just pause when they, messing up or they, going slow.
Okay.
So, all right, I'm gonna get to, question. Now you was doing that with the space bar, right? So
I was stopping with the space bar, but when it came to your speed, I was using that side thing.
you was doing that? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, could you show me under that?
How you do the side thing?
Yeah, because you got a technique that is effective. So share your knowledge.
What's the name you just had? Okay.
All right. Oh, you got to
Yeah,
go.
like it just seemed like you
No
did
worries,
it faster. I was
Oh.
moving up. It just seemed like you
In that case, hop on set.
No,
And
I'm reading still so I know where he at, and like I know like where he messing up on some phone. But that's all.
You turn this
is that good? All right. Andrew, did you show?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't nice. I was just like, when they move fast, move them, and when it seemed like they're getting like as hard, move it down, and then like try to find intimacy.
Andrew already mastered it.
I mean, I did teleprompter in hospital.
See, now she just bragging.
That's not when,
I thought you were a modest
That's
person.
what I'm saying. So really,
yeah, I'm
she,
very humble. Very.
KJ,
So,
all right, let's go over some editing.
it was backwards still. I was like, you.
So I edited this last one, and What program do you use or like to use or normally use?
Either Final Cut Pro or Adobe Pro.
Okay. Well, I edited this last one on Final Cut, so I'm gonna show you Final Cut at least this time, and maybe I'll show you Adobe next time. But normally I would be using Adobe, but I didn't have.
Yeah, I'm
As
just
much-
trying to get used to Adobe. Since I got it on my website now. I mean, not my website. I got it on my computer.
Okay.
Hello, thanks for watching.
I'm trying to think how much Adobe can I show you in 15.
I'm-
Wait. You're not. Oh,
Yeah, I already. I barely paid for Adobe.
Man, you should come to my.
Wait.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Woo.
Well, you know my. I'll post my.
UAPB is hosting
I've been
the
teaching
first
Adobe
Adobe
in my computer editing class this
Wednesday,
thing, but we
Yeah, at 11.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
I-
we're mostly through. So actually, no, we on what day is it? On Monday,
Yeah, Monday. Yeah.
I'll be doing kind of a repeat of what we did on Wednesday because I'm not having a Friday lab.
One-on-one session.
But I'm already like halfway through it. I'll show you what I'm teaching them, and then
Yeah, okay.
yeah. But yeah, I could have showed you, but I don't even have anything set up over here on this computer. So I'm gonna show you Final Cut since I know
Yeah, I'm already.
it'd be faster.
Well,
The
for now.
hospital treats people for cancer and other childhood diseases. The drawing is open to students only. It will be held October 10th, 2021. To enter, it costs $5 per raffle. For more information, visit Crumpton's Instagram page at Kevin Crumpton Jr. or on
So,
Facebook, Kevin L. Crumpton.
Open the Final Cut, and I think I didn't leave the clips on this
CDC recommended a third dose of the
on the thing because see that.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't want to be still at the laptop, so I changed the default. But,
we can use systems. The health department says people who
Yeah, I didn't really have any. Well, maybe a little trouble with it on my laptop. But all it did was just buffer down until it.
Here's where you can
You know, I check if it's good or not.
People who want the Pfizer booster shot or just the first or second shot can go to the clinic October 29th at the Pamela Convention Center.
All right.
Attendees will receive lunch and the possibility
So-
of winning a $500
I'll hook it up to this in case this is kind of small.
First Friday of the month, the